How's it going, guys? Anthony with Life with Anthony here. Sorry I've been a little MIA. I've been in the works trying to figure some videos out, seeing what I kind of want to do. Also been trying to get the motivation to get some videos going back up again. I think I've got that motivation back. It's new year. I have my 1983 Toyota MR2 here that I wanted to show you guys and kind of do a walkthrough of it. I've got this cool area where I'm at right now. I'm going to show you here in a second with a really cool car. And yeah, let's get to it. Alright guys, first things first on my MR2, this is a 1993. So for those of you guys that don't know a whole lot about the 1993 models, they actually came with these 5-spoke wheels. You'll see some that had the littler, they're like 15-inch wheels. They didn't look that too great. This though is a 1993. So this one is the Toyota Red. I always loved this color. Personally, I always loved this color. I thought it was like the best. If you're gonna get like a two-door sports car, this is the color to do it. Now, this car is a T-top. So you have the T-tops that come off with the T-top shades. Of course, those shades do go bad. This is 1993. This thing's almost as old as I am. Now the T-tops always leak, so I have the little self-made gasket stuff I have here. Really need to clean that up. I'm sure there's a better way to do it. If there is, definitely leave a comment in the bottom in the comment section below. I'd love to hear your input on it. Now this one is a mid-engine, so the engine is behind you when you're sitting there. Oh, got my Pacific Northwest MR2 sticker, shout out. So the engine is back there. Now this, speaking of engines, this thing comes in two different engine types. This comes in a naturally aspirated, and it comes in a turbo version. So of course the turbo version is the one that everybody wants. This one, of course, unfortunately, is not. One way you can tell is the engine hood back here is actually flat, where the turbo version it kind of comes up. So that is one way to know difference between the two. So now, I did put a Honda S2000 antenna on it. Mine originally with these come with the antennas that shoot out. They're not too great. Most of them don't ever work. I had a replacement, but after looking at it, it wasn't the right one. The guy that I purchased this from, they gave me, so I just left it. But with the antenna being inside the car, it doesn't really get really good, signal. So this does have the clear turn signal. Most of these are yellow, so you can get these aftermarket. They're just clear. Nothing too crazy. I do have, so the paint's not perfect. I think this guy actually resprayed it, but I had a huge rock hit me here. With it being so low, you always get this crazy stuff. Of course, I've got some stuff here. It's definitely not perfect. I'm not sure what happened with this. This little piece is actually different color than the rest of the car. I'm not sure what happened here. I don't know if the original guy that had this before me just had I don't know, I don't know if he replaced it or just didn't paint that one or forgot to paint it or something. Not really sure. But that is a different color. That's always bothered me. I do want to fix that. Or maybe I just want to wrap this thing. I don't know. I got so many ideas. Now, I do have an exhaust on it, so I did put a dual exhaust. I had this shop make one. It just has like a MagnaFlow muffler on it. It's nothing crazy. It is loud because it does have some headers, some long tubes. Not sure what brand, who knows, it could be an eBay brand, who knows, but it does have some headers that the guy that originally had this before me put on there. The guy did rebuild it. Not sure what that entails, and I don't know really why you would rebuild the naturally aspirated version. The only reason he gave me was that basically he was a purist and wanted just to kind of basically keep the naturally aspirated chassis, a naturally aspirated engine. He did have a turbo model as well, so maybe that's why he did that. But personally, I just want to swap a turbo engine in it and just do that and get that whole thing. So I have some of that in the works as well. But yeah, no, other than that though, it's a very clean engine. It runs amazing, super smooth. I have absolutely zero complaints with it. Gets great gas mileage. Well, for an MR2 it does. They're pretty high geared. The naturally aspirated engine does come with the now this engine is called a 5S FE. Now this the turbo model is called 3S GTE. So that's what this is, the 5S FE. So you know, I don't know. I don't really know why you would even want a non-turbo version in this. Maybe for price back in the day. I'm sure it's probably for price, but we're gonna swap this out. We're gonna get rid of this because this is slow. It's not a very fast car in the straight line. Around the corners, of course, it is. But yeah, so I have this. I have the long tubes that go into my little header set, or my little custom-made setup. It sounds pretty good. So I always get compliments, and this engine actually does sound pretty good with the exhaust work that's on there, and I always get compliments with it and stuff. It's pretty cool. But other than that, for the engine wise, I really don't have anything done. This guy that had it before me have these cheap, I'm gonna say eBay seats. Now they are worn, like as you can see. Oh, so they are worn. They've had a lot of seat time in it. This one's the worst one. The other one's not bad, but I definitely want to put something nicer in it. These are the original floor mats, so I definitely want to get some new one of those. Other than that though, I've just done a shifter boot because the other one was all ate up. You know, leather gets all nasty, and I did put this powder coated billet shifter in there, a weighted one. I did as well put the brass fittings in the bottom as well as in the back, and those were, oh man, those were something else to try to put in the back. So but the shifter feels really great. So other than that, I don't know if you can say 178,000 miles on the chassis. He said that he rebuilt the engine at 150. Who really knows? When you get cars like this, you know, nobody, I mean, you just don't know. So other than that, the interior is just a black interior. It's fairly clean. You can see the T-top shades, they're in decent condition. Other than that, everything's pretty decent. Yeah, I think that's about it. So that's about it for my car. I have many plans for this car. I've had many plans for a long time, and I think this YouTube channel will help me want to do more and really sit there, because it doesn't see rain. Like, it hasn't seen rain in, I want to say 2 years. So it never gets out. It does not, no, it doesn't. So it's just my baby, you know. It's not my daily driver, which is nice, because those of you guys that have fast cars or fun cars as your daily driver, you know the struggle. If something happens, then you got to get it ready for work tomorrow, and it's just not fun, and it becomes not fun. Once you get a fun car that's, you know, not your daily driver, it's way more fun. So I think that's about it for the car. Like I said, I haven't really done a whole lot to it. Just a lot of maintenance type stuff, just a lot of stuff to keep it, you know, running well. You know, there's always something, I feel like there's something I'm doing maintenance wise to it, just to kind of keep it clean. I did a lot of work to the paint just to kind of restore it back to, give it some kind of shine to it. Took like a class on how to do like buffing and waxing and stuff and orbital stuff, which is really cool actually. If you ever get a time to take a class for anything like that, highly recommended. But yeah, so that is my car. Like I said, I've got a lot of cool stuff to it, a lot of stuff that I want to do to it. So be ready and be prepared for some really cool videos. I think I don't know, the summer's coming up, the springtime's coming up here in Washington State. The weather's finally starting to get really nice. So yeah, so that's about it. All right, so I told you guys I found somewhere cool. So this place, where's that, right here, is called Rampage Fab. This here is Lacey, Washington, and I was just driving by trying to find a spot to film my video here, just to kind of give you a little tiny walkthrough of my MR2. And I drove by and I saw this. Let me show you. A GTR that has the Rampage Fab on here. So basically, I talked to the guy, his name's Gabe, super cool guy. He owns this place. He is the owner of this car. This is their shop car, and they do, as I don't know if you can tell what this is titanium. They do tons of titanium work. He is really cool. They do a lot of stuff for GTR stuff. So if you have a GTR, highly recommended getting with Rampage Fab. They do all sorts of intercooler piping, exhaust stuff, all sorts of cool stuff. But yeah, so I am excited because he has a really cool car. He has a really cool shop that I didn't know about. They've only been here for about 6 months, he said. And he is probably going to be helping me soon with some future projects, and especially especially with this thing. I know a couple people that have GTRs, so you guys that have GTRs, definitely get in with Gabe at Rampage Fab to get some stuff done, because this place is cool. Their shop is awesome. After filming the video of the walkthrough of my MR2 and kind of showing you guys everything, I totally forgot to make an outro. So here I'm doing it now as I'm editing it. Thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Feel free to comment down below and give me some input on some ideas for some things. I really appreciate it, and it might sway my opinion to do those sooner. What else? Definitely hit the like and the subscribe button to see some future videos, and definitely go check out Rampage Fab, the fabrication shop I found. Really cool guys there. Gabe's awesome, and I'm sure I'll be working with them. They do so many cool titanium, custom titanium stuff, so definitely check that out. So thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. You guys have a great day. See ya.